Brazilian President Luiz Inacio Lula da Silva has officially launched his campaign for a fourth term, promising that it will be his final one if he wins October's election.
Se eu ganhar essa, são 4 Copas. Rumo... Eu não vou ter chance de disputar o Penta, porque eu resolvi, depois da gente entregar o Brasil perfeitamente para o povo brasileiro, nós vamos sair de férias para namorar mais uns 20 anos.
The 80-year-old made the announcement at a Workers' Party convention in Sao Paulo on Sunday. Supporters filled the venue with red flags and chants of Lula as he confirmed his 7th run for the presidency. Lula served 2 terms between 2003 and 2010 before returning to power in 2023. Another victory would give him a 4th, non-consecutive term. His campaign launch focused less on his domestic record and more on Brazil's sovereignty in an increasingly unstable world. Lula called for greater defense spending and promised to protect Brazil's reserves of rare earths and other critical minerals from foreign control. These minerals are essential for products ranging from electric vehicles and smartphones, weapons and renewable energy technology.
Vou levar muito a sério esse negócio de terras raras e minerais críticos. Tem muita gente metendo o dedo no nosso nariz, Alexandre Silveira. Tem muita gente metendo o dedo nas nossas terras. Isso vai parar.
Lula said countries including China, the United States and France would only be allowed access to Brazil's mineral wealth if they respected its sovereignty. His message reflects growing tensions between Brasilia and Washington. The United States imposed 2 rounds of tariffs on Brazilian goods in July, citing unfair trade practices. Brazil rejects that allegation.
Thanks, Caroline. So Friday, the Section 122, the 10% global tariff, goes away. Is the president going to ask Congress for an extension, or what's next?
Well, I know the USTR, our great Jameson Greer, trade representative, will be having an announcement on that very soon, later today. I don't want to get ahead of him, so I would just tell you to stay tuned for more details. And we will see you all tomorrow night at the Correspondents' Dinner. Thanks, guys.
US President Donald Trump also maintained close relations with the family of Lula's main rival, Senator Flavio Bolsonaro. Lula is trying to frame the election as a choice between national independence and foreign influence. He has accused Bolsonaro of betraying Brazil through his links with Trump. Bolsonaro denies the allegation. Flavio Bolsonaro emerged as a leading candidate on the right after his father, former President Jair Bolsonaro, was convicted of plotting to overturn the 2022 election and prevent Lula from taking office. Political analyst Leonardo Paz told the AFP news agency that the dispute with Washington had given Lula a useful campaign message by allowing him to present himself as the defender of Brazilian sovereignty. Recent polling suggests the election could be close. A Datafolha survey placed Lula on 48% against Bolsonaro's 43% in a possible second-round contest. But Lula also faces serious pressure at home. His government can point to economic growth, high employment, and social programs aimed at helping poorer families. At the campaign launch, one supporter said Lula's policies had enabled her family to own a home for the first time in generations. However, rising living costs and concerns about Brazil's public deficit remain major political weaknesses. Crime is also expected to be a central campaign issue, particularly in areas where organized criminal groups hold significant power. Both leading political camps face corruption allegations. Flavio Bolsonaro is under investigation over alleged attempts to obtain funding from a banker accused of financial fraud. One of Lula's sons is also being investigated over suspected corruption and influence peddling. Lula's age will be another focus of the campaign. He told supporters that regular walking and strength training had left him in excellent health and fitter than when he first became president in 2002. Lula will present his age as evidence of experience. His opponents will portray it as a question about whether he can serve another full term. The campaign is therefore shaping up as more than another contest between Brazil's left and the Bolsonaro movement. It will also test whether Lula's message of sovereignty and experience can outweigh concerns about living costs, crime, and political controversy.